love this fact about Durham because every faculty knows you. They knows you from within. What is your strength? What is your weakness? Where you can improve. So they will be like, oh, okay, you should do that. And then you come forward and you do that. We have a course called Capstone, which is like you will make your own menu. So you have to think about what you're going to cook. Maybe it's appetizer, entree, and dessert. And then you get to create your own menu. Nobody is going to say, oh, don't do that. So you have to brainstorm your ideas. You have to make a dish. You have to cook it. And then you play it. And then we have like the professional shoot and everything of that dish. I love the campus. We have everything in here. You need something, you go to the farm, you just pick the veggies, you cook. Even if you're like, I'm bored, I can't sit in the class, I need to go outside, you step up, you have a brick sitting arrangement in the farm. In the summer, you can just sit there, you study, you have fun with your friends. It's pretty awesome.
Hello, everyone. This is Veronica Hislop from Food Grads, and I am joined with Urbi Banerjee, who is a culinary management student at Durham College. In this conversation, we're going to be asking all the questions that you would want to know from a student attending this program. We're going to cover what it's like to attend the school, the courses offered, and some amazing experiences that Urbi has recently gone through. And I'm really excited to be here. So, Urbi, thank you for being on the show with me.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me. I'm Urbi Banerjee. I'm from Calcutta, India, and I'm currently in Canada for past 1.5 years at Durham College, and I am pursuing culinary management. I'm almost going to graduate in 2 weeks, so fun and sad at the same time.
Oh, we're definitely going to be talking about that. It sounds like an amazing program you've been in, and it sounds like a lot of amazing things. So let's start by talking about the program you're in. Tell me a little bit of an overview of it, how many years it is, and how it's been so far.
So I'm in culinary management program, and it's a 2 year diploma course at Durham, and it's like pretty cool. It's very vast, and it's the program is mainly into like culinary, and we have in Durham we have a concept of filled to fork. So we have like a very big farm here where we grow veggies and fruits and everything is fresh. And as we like grow into semester, like I'm in the fourth semester, the last one, so we have particularly fill to fork labs where we go out, we pick up fresh veggies and fruits, and then we come back and cook for the people. So it's pretty fun, and we have like greenhouse, and especially we have a course on butchery. So you cut beef, and then you have pork and lamb and fish. So it's like deep into the core of the culinary and the kitchen. So it's pretty fun, and it's kind of vast, but you get to see everything.
Amazing. Well, we're going to dive even deeper into each of those things because it sounds like you're pretty excited about it. So let's start with your journey. We'll talk about how you got into this. So tell me, why did you choose the culinary management program at Durham College out of all the different places you could go? Why did you choose Durham?
So, little backstory. When I was in India, I have my graduation. So, I did my graduation in for 3 years in Bachelor's of Science in Hospitality Administration. So, when I did that course was mainly like the core departments of a hotel. So, it's kitchen, it's front office, it's housekeeping, it's food and beverage, everything. And I was lean towards kitchen from a very long time, so I started with that in India. And then when I completed that, I was like, okay, so now if I need to work as a chef or as a cook, I need to go deep into something, I need to get the knowledge. And then I started researching it back in India. And when I did that, the first thing you go is like Google, and then, oh, culinary management courses or culinary courses in Canada or something. So then Durham came, and then there was, of course, lots of colleges in Canada. But then I'm like, okay, I went to the portal and I saw the courses they offer. So I really read into it. I'm like, okay, so they have this, they have advanced culinary management, they have culinary management, and then we have food and beverage pairing. And I'm like, okay, this sounds nice. And I love the campus because it's the like I am in Whitby campus, and it's fun, it's like cool, it's cute, it's nice, it's green, and we have everything in here. So you need something, you go to the farm, you just pick the veggies, you cook. And we have like our own restaurant also, like Bistro 67. And we like, you can eat there, you can work there. Like personally, I did in my second semester as well, I worked at the restaurant. And it's a pretty fun experience. Like you can see, because in the restaurant also it's like filled to fork. So we go down, we take the veggies, we come up, and then we serve to the customers. So like, it's pretty, like, very close knitted relationship. And then I'm like, okay, so this sounds fun. So I went into the courses and then I read into it. I'm like, okay, then I can go to Durham. I went to YouTube, I searched about it. And then I went to LinkedIn and I'm like, I did my whole research about it. I'm like, okay, so if I'm going to Durham, so I need to get the research. And I talked to some people. They're like, oh, this is pretty fun. You can come here. It's a nice course. The faculties are nice. So I'm like, okay, so that's how I chose like Durham College.
Very well researched. I mean, of course, it's a
Yeah.
big decision. You know, you have to make sure that your degree counts, and you want to, especially being in the culinary arts, like you don't want to just sit behind a desk all day, learn how to chop something. You want to learn how to chop something and do it
Yeah.
yourself. You touched a little bit about like how the coursework works. So it's a 2-year program, correct?
It's a 2 year.
Okay. So is it like break down a little bit about how that experience has been? So do you have just lectures? Do you have like labs? You kind of touched upon it a little bit, but let's
Yeah.
let's drive it to be a little more clear.
Okay, yeah. So when like in the first year, in the first semester, we have like different subjects. We have computer, we have communication, and then we have like the culinary labs, and then we have global cuisine. And then as we grow into second semester, we have like global cuisine, but it's more deeper. So on the first semester, it's like you do all the lectures. We have even theory. We have like culinary theory as well. So when you go to the theory, they teach you about what is going to be in the lab. They have a demo. We have like demo before, and then we go to the lab and we pursue the dish, whatever the dish of the day is. So we have pastry as well. Like we have bakery. So in first year and like the first year, so first and second semester, we have everything like together. We have baking and culinary together. And as we grow into third semester, it's more vast and it's more like, of course it's like more fun because you get to cook and then you get to see what you are doing. So in third semester we did lot about pastas. Like even now we are doing like pasta. We have cheese making, which is like pretty fancy. So you come and you make cheese from scratch and you have like whole new cheese, like different types of cheese within like month. So it's pretty fine. And then we have like the fish. Like even in Durham we have they're trying to grow like the fish. So we get that in the lab. I remember we get that fresh fish and we like the sliced it and then we cooked it. So it was a fun experience. Like it was like live fish and it was living, and then you cut into it and then you cook it. So it was pretty fun. And then in in like third semester and fourth semester we have advanced baking. So you get to learn more about everything, each and every components and what you're going to do. And if you want to know, now we have a course called Capstone, which is like you will make your own menu. So you have to think about what you're going to cook. Maybe it's appetizer, entree, and dessert, and then you get to create your own menu. Nobody is gonna say, oh, don't do that. So you have to brainstorm your ideas, you have to make a dish, you have to cook it, and then you play it. And then we have like the professional shoot and everything of that dish. So it's pretty fun. It's like takes out the creativity from a person, I guess. So you have to brainstorm all your ideas because you have so many things. Because like individually I have so many ideas in my head, and then I'm go like, oh, I can make this, I can make this too, I can make this too. So it's all the learning together we I have in the like for the last 12 months. And then I'm like, oh, I can do this as well, I can do this as well. So yeah, we make a pretty like menu and then we cook it and then we serve it, and we have like photo shoot and everything.
So it sounds like it's a really comprehensive in
Yes.
terms of culinary, because it sounds like you've touched upon everything. You're not just doing like a pastry degree, you're
No.
not just doing a
No.
butchery degree. Like you're touching upon every single
Everything.
aspect of the food, like
Food.
what you could be
Yes.
making culinary wise.
Yes. And it's like you like do dishes from all over the world. It's not like, okay, you are doing only Canadian. So we have Canadian, we have Asian. We made sushi last week, and then we have like even all the table side services we see, like the flambe, and then all those famous things we see when you go into a high end restaurant. They will come to the table side and they will serve your menu. So yeah, we do all of that here.
What has been some of your favorite things that you've learned, particularly? Like for me, I would definitely love to learn more about baking, for example. But was there any
Yes.
standout things that you were like, "Wow, I did not know how to do that before. I now know, and that is so cool."
Oh yes, I have like my favorite lab was sushi, and then like I have my faculty chef Dave Hovey, who is like who made a new dish because we rolled like we cut fish, and then it was a fish lab and you were supposed to just sous vide the fish and then everything, and then he came out with a dish. It's like, okay, you cut the fish and then you wrap in nori sheet like a sushi and then you have it. So I was like, oh my god, you can do that too. So it was fancy. I didn't know that you can make everything, because I know it's creativity and it's like his experience of learning, and then he's coming with the dishes. So I was like, oh, you can do that too. And then of course the butchery, oh my god, that labs were like so comprehensive, so like each each of one of us, it's not like, okay, we are in a group and we are in a big group, so you don't do something you can just get away with it. No. So Durham, I love this fact about Durham, because every faculty knows you, like they knows you from within, what is your strength, what is your weakness, where you can improve. So they will be like, oh, okay, you should do that, and then you come forward and you do that. So yeah, the butchery labs were pretty good, because I'm like, oh, okay, you can cut a cow like that, because we had like a whole cow in the class, and then we would like, okay, you have this all these tools, which is like insane. I was like, oh my god, you cut this beef with this big tool, and then yeah. So seeing that and then breaking up and then seeing every part of it and then cooking with it, because you go to a restaurant and see, oh, it's a steak, but we don't really know that, okay, how it was made. So we did it here, like we saw that you cut a steak and then you cook it. So how, and then what is the preparation to putting into a table, it's all of it.
That sounds amazing. Wow, it sounds like such a great opportunity. And for someone, is this program meant for somebody who's like never cooked? Like, what would you say is the gauge about the type of people that would go into this program? Like, I guess,
um
I guess where I'm going with this is, would you be expected to be already a chef coming into it? Or are you maybe like, you just have like your standard level of cooking and then you're kind of gaining more knowledge on top?
no, because I have my friends who never really had done cooking, so
Okay.
and they have their interest grown into it. So it's like, if you really want to learn the art, because I feel cooking is an art and it's creativity. So if you really want to learn the art and you have your soul and you need to step up. It's not like someone is doing and then you're just standing behind, you're lacking behind. So you need to step up. And then I guess if somebody is interested in baking now, so I was like, okay, he was not in like really into baking or cooking or anything, and then now in fourth semester he's like, oh, I love baking. So that's how your interests grow. And then again, we have our faculties, we have like amazing faculties here who is like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and you should brainstorm. So they really go deep into it, and then they try to take out the best. So no, it's like not, even a novice person who doesn't know cooking can come into it, really learn if they want to learn, and then they can go away with it, I guess.
I love that because that's something that someone might be. I think about maybe a student who's coming out of high school. Maybe there's someone who's like later on in their career, they're looking, maybe they were an accountant, they want to make like a little bit of a switch and they're like, is this really going to be the place for me? Because it might be a little intimidating. Like I know that you have all these amazing courses that someone
Yes.
can check out, but you might not know if this is like the right level. So it sounds like there's a lot of opportunities to grow and you're not expected to be a good chef.
Starts from the base. So you have your theory, you have your labs, and in the first semester, first and second semester labs are pretty easy, pretty basic, and then you go into like advanced. We like third semester and fourth semester is like advanced. So yeah, I mean, like I guess if you come regularly to class and have like all the labs done in the first and second semester, you grow more interest. And it's
Okay.
like we are a very small group in here. Like when we cook in class, and like in the first year we do, it's like two people, so it's
Okay.
very close knit. It's like two people making a whole dish.
Oh my. Okay, that is that. When I hear small, I'm thinking like 30 people. No, like we're talking even less than that.
Even less, yeah. So it's like two people in a group, you cook a dish, and then when you grow like into the semesters, it's like one person. Now we cook like alone, so we know what we can do, and then like our faculties come and they taste, so it's like individual. So they have their eyes on us that okay, I know that she cooked only this dish, and then I can taste and I can give feedbacks. So
Okay. Taking it a step back as well, because we talked about that you have the lecture, we have the lab. So I guess I'm just thinking about like how someone is assessed because you did mention like you get a lot of feedback, you get to grow, but are there tests like your typical like multiple choice? Are you being graded on how you butcher something? Like how maybe it's different for different courses. So just tell me a little bit about assessments and how someone
So
is
yeah, so
assessed.
assessment wise, we have our assignments like even like the different subjects we have. Like we have food and beverage pairing, suppose. So we have our assignments in that. We have our journal and stuff where we write that oh, okay, what drink you tasted, what's the food you paired with, and then you write all that thing, and then you get assessed. Also, with the labs, we have 14 weeks, and then all 13 weeks we cook, and then on the 14th week we have a test. So it's like a 3 hour test. Normally our labs go for like 5 hours, but so in the exam it's like 3 hour lab. And then you have to pick a dish of the day. And then like we did it in third semester, we did like for example, we have quail, and then we had fish, we had all the proteins, we had duck, and then we choose the protein, and then we choose the sides, and then you make a dish and present. So yeah, we have that. And in every individual lab we get assessed. So it's how you slice a fish, it's how you butcher a beef, how you cut a steak, how you cut the lamb, and then how you cooked it. So it's like a different breakdown and different process, step by step. So you get assessed like okay, you had a steak cut, so okay, you cut that. You slice a fish. If you have pin bones, you don't get the marks. So if you have a little bit of scale, you don't get the marks. So it's graded like that, and then when you cook, you get the marks. So it's like a step by step process.
This one might be a little bit of a personal question, but I have to ask it because you talked about how amazing the faculty is and how they help you with your weaknesses. But would you be able to share maybe a personal experience that you've had where you weren't maybe the best at doing something? Again, I'm just going to say butchery or something like maybe butchering a piece of meat, and you weren't maybe the best at it, but then you kind of grew and then you became good at it. Do you have any experiences where maybe a professor has helped you with that, or just I'm looking for you. I'm looking to like highlight how you've grown.
Yeah, it happened quite recently though, because I feel I'm not good at pasta, but I made pastas like a lot of time. So I was like, okay, I'm making a pasta. It's not coming along. It's not coming along. And then I call chef. I'm like, oh, I can't make it. He's like, no, you can make it. I'm like, I can't because I feel I'm not satisfied. So it doesn't look good. And then we had like three color pasta. So we have like red, green, and yellow, and then we mixed it, and then it's like a sheet. So I'm like, okay. And then he's like, okay, you do this. And then he came and he showed me like this is how you do it. It's not like if you don't know something, okay, no problem, I'm going to show it how you do it. And then he showed me, okay, this is how you roll the pasta, this is how you do it. And then you have like different length and measurements in a pasta machine, so I'm doing it wrong. So he's like, okay, do like this and you will get it. So at the end of 5 hour of the lab, I made pastas and I cooked that, and he's like, oh, this is good. Now this is what I'm looking for. So I'm like, yeah. So of course you have to have like a faculty who is looking into your dish and looking what you're doing, and trying to make you better. So yeah,
Okay.
that happened quite a lot of times.
Well, good for you. Good for you for improving because that's another thing as well. We don't want to go into these programs expecting that we're already like an A plus student. Like why are we really here to begin with? We want to be able to have growth. So it really sounds like you've had a lot of experiences throughout your program in order to have that.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah,
amazing.
it's like even I liked baking, but I was not good at it. So I'm still not good at it, but I'm like at a medium level where I can, okay, if you give me a recipe, I'll make something. So that is how I came here. I'm like, okay, I have to be, and I'm open to everything. I'm very open to everything. I'm like, okay, you wanna teach me something, teach me. I'm going to learn. If you want to give me something and tell that okay, you have to make this, I can. So I was very open to everything and open to experiences, because I'm like, oh, I'm here to learn, so I will learn everything as I can. I'm gonna take everything. Even I can share experience like Durham in the for the International Education Week. They have like all those events here. So last year it was a street food event, and then this year also it was supposed to be a street food event, but nobody came forward, and then it changed to chili week. So we made a lot of chilies, and then students came in, and it was a very like it was a competition among all of the semesters, so first semester, second semester students. So we really didn't know everybody, because being in third year, like second year, third semester, you really don't see second semester students. So we get to see everybody, we get to talk to everybody, we could see what they made. So it was pretty fun. It was a competition, and then we made they're like, oh, okay, you can make any type of chili, you can use anything. So we brainstormed ideas, and I was also a participant of that, and I'm like, okay, I love that, because we here have a lot of events in which you can participate and grow your knowledge. So
Now, are those extracurriculars? Is this a part of your course curriculum, or is this something that you're doing on top of it?
no, it's like a extracurricular, because I guess food events are pretty good, because we have even we had like a Markham Fair competition, and there is a part where most of the colleges come and participate. So Durham was also a part of it. So I also went there. I had a very good experience. So it's like a kind of extracurricular activity, but where you can go and you can see other people from the industry and you can learn. So it's like I would say it's a hands-on experience where you go out, you not only you see your dish, but you see other people's dish, you see what other students are doing, you can network with people, you can talk to people. And then they also come forward and they gave the feedback that, oh, okay, you did this, you did that, you can make this better, you can do this better. So you get a lot of experiences from that.
And how did you find out about these experiences? Are they just like posters on the wall? Are there something that your faculty maybe sends emails about? Like, how do you get involved and find out about these experiences?
Yeah, so our faculties get the mail, and then they find out about these events happening around the corner and wherever, and then they send us mail that, okay, if someone is interested, this is what is happening. Like the Markham Fair, there is like, oh, the Markham Fair is happening, and then they come to the class, and then they say that this is happening. If anybody is interested, they can take part in it. So yeah, that's how we get to know, and that's how I also participated in that. That he came to me and like, okay, this is happening, if you want to take part, you can. So I was like, oh yeah, of course, I want to go out there and I cook. And it was like a pretty big experience, because the people were watching us. So it's like a live thing. It's not like, oh, you cook and then you take somewhere. No, it's like live, and people are watching you in a fair, and then you are cooking, and then you are talking to the host, and judges are sitting there seeing us, they're assessing us, that okay, what a student can do, how you're chopping, how you're slicing the meat, how you're cooking it, is it perfect. So it's like a very pretty hands-on experience.
I love that. I love that you're able to take what you've learned in class and take it to next level. And you're not, you get to explore your creativity. You get to try things like, you have mentioned you got to be very creative within your courses, but to take it to the next level, and you don't
Yes.
even have to leave your campus. It sounds like there's just so many opportunities.
Opportunities, yes. Like even like our own restaurant Bistro 67 has like different types of events going on there. And if you want to learn, so you go there, you participate, you just go and say, oh, okay, I want to participate, can I help you with this, can I help you in the kitchen, can I help you in the front house, can I be a server for the day, so can I work in the kitchen. It's just go, and then you ask and have that experience. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So this has been the perfect segue to talk about your campus, because you've talked about, right at the beginning, you made a little introduction. You talked about the farm, you've talked about the restaurant. Let's just talk about Durham College as a campus. And you mentioned the farm, and that was something that was really interesting. So paint a picture of what it looks like. I step onto Durham College. How am I getting involved in the culinary world?
Wow. Okay. So if you step into Durham College, it's like you will be like, oh wow, it's a lot of greenery, because it is a lot of greens here. So you come to Durham College and you see we have like the like different building for culinary. So we have like two different buildings, and it's like the culinary building is totally different, and it's not like okay, you have just a lab, you just don't have one lab in a whole building. So it's like the full building, it's like a two-storied buildings which is only for culinary. We have like almost five six labs in there, and you have your baking lab, you have your advanced culinary lab, and we have like a what do you call it, retail cooking, so where we do a bunch of cooking, and then we can sell it in the like the restaurant. So it's like pretty big, and then you have different types of lab, you have different types of equipments. Like you won't find, "Oh, okay, I need to do something but I don't know how to do it and where to do it." You name an equipment, they have it somewhere. So it's like a treasure hunt. It's like, "Oh, okay, you want to do this, you can do this. You want to make a pizza, you have a pizza oven. You do want to do bake something, you have five ovens in there for that." So it's like pretty big. And then I find it like very, very intriguing because again, I have to mention we have like our own DC honey. So the day I tasted it, I was like, "Ooh, this is not something you get outside. It's so fresh and so pure." So yeah, so we have like, and then just go into the farm, you walk into it, and nobody's like, "Oh, you can't do that." No, you have like fruits. You just go and grab a raspberry and just eat it from the tree. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's pretty big. Like we harvest. We have like harvest dinner as well. So we harvested a lot of vegetables down there, and then we have like purple carrots. We have so many things, Swiss chard, and so many things in there. And you go in, you wanna make your plate pretty. You just go out there. You pluck some veggies, some fruits, some leaves, and then you can make a dish. So it's not really like you need a lot of things, but whatever you need, it's in Durham. I have to say that whatever you need, it's in Durham.
You really weren't kidding when you said farm to fork. You got the
No,
whole farm and you got everything to prepare it for the fork.
everything. Like because we had a lab where we had like, "Oh, okay, you need chicken, you need protein. You don't really need that. You just go out, you pluck some tomatoes, you pluck some cherry tomatoes. We have peppers. We have different kinds of peppers, chilies, cauliflowers, corn, like everything, mostly everything. So you go out there, you pluck, and then you cook, and you have a plate."
Amazing. So tell me, what is your favorite spot on campus?
That's tough. That's tough.
Uh,
That's tough.
too many to choose from. Too many to
Too
choose
many to
from.
choose from. Yeah, too
Ooh,
many.
okay. Well, okay. Well, we'll ask it like this. So you're outside of class. You want to do some studying. Where are you going to head out to?
We have like a pretty big seating area in the farm where like I have seen students sitting there and studying. We really have like big classes and long labs, so we don't really do that, but we have our individual study space in here. So if you want to do your assignments, you can do that. You have your library. We have a pretty cool library. We have all the books in here. Even culinary books are there. So if you want to learn something, you want to brainstorm your more ideas, you want to know something about the dish, you go there, you take the book, and you can read it. So yeah, we have our individual study space. And even if you're like, "Oh, I'm bored, I can't sit in the class, I need to go outside," you step up. You have a brick sitting arrangement in the farm. In the summer, you can just sit there, you study, you have fun with your friends. It's pretty awesome.
I love. Oh, that is so cool. It
Yeah.
sounds like you can be inspired by where you're studying. You're inspired
Yes.
to what am I going to put in my next dish? What I'm going to explore? You have all these different places to look
Places.
at,
Yes.
and you're not ever. I'm assuming fighting to go find a spot. Like it's there for you.
It's there for us. Yeah, even if you are like going out to the farm, you see horticulture students, you can talk to them like, "Oh, what are you growing, what are you doing, how you're doing?" It's because we are very close knitted, I feel. So you want to know about the ingredients, so just go and pluck it out. That's okay, you are just going to cook it, but how you made that, you want to know that. So you can talk to the horticulture student. They're going to take you through it, because I have seen them, I have talked to them, and they're like, "Oh, you're going to cook with it, I can tell you the story, how did we do it." So it's pretty fun in there too.
Wow, that's so cool that you're not also just siloed to your own program. Like there's
No.
opportunities to
Yeah.
talk and get inspired and know where your food comes from.
Yes. So yeah, they do a pretty good job in that. And then we have a greenhouse, so you can go in there. You have all those leaves and everything. And then you can go and ask them, "Okay, how did you do that? Can you walk us through it?" So yeah, you can do that, and they will be like, "Oh, I'm happy to." So everyone in here is so happy to help you. So they're like, "Oh, okay, you don't need to know that." No, they will be so upcoming, and they will be like so helpful in everything.
Sounds like a chef's dream. It sounds like a chef's dream. So one thing with your program that you it seems like you've touched upon a lot of like the fundamentals of things like how to chop something. I know I keep coming back to it, but you can't get away when you're in the culinary
Yeah.
side of things. So I just wanted to talk about Durham and like future thinking, because sustainability is such like a huge topic, but there's other things that might be more, future thinking that maybe I don't even know about. So tell me about your programs. Like, how do they get you thinking about the future, about like being not only like a good chef, but like a forward thinking chef?
Yes, so we have like sustainability program here. Like our faculties are really trying to follow that, and we have like zero waste management in here, and we have our own biodegradable waste in here. So we really look forward to it, and then we really don't waste anything. Like we have like, especially I guess I don't know about like the first years now what they're doing, because I have been there, like graduated from there like 1 year ago. But then now, as I'm in fourth semester, we don't really throw anything. Like we make vegetable ash. Like it's shocking, I didn't knew that you can do that. So yeah,
Hold
so
on, hold on.
that,
Wait. You said vegetable
yes,
ash?
yes, we
Okay,
make
what
vegetable.
is that?
So it's like the scraps of like carrots or leek or anything, like good things, even the beets, the red beets. So you take that and you dehydrate at a point where it's all black. And then you mix it and it's
Okay.
like all black in color. And recently what we did is we colored our cheese with that vegetable ash.
Okay, so
Isn't
you're
that
serious. It's
cool?
actually like ash.
Yes, it's like actual ash, like black. And
Okay.
then we colored it with our cheese, because we know that there's a component you can like color the cheese with. It's called anato, so it's like orange. But then here what we did is we used our vegetable ash and made it black. So it's
Okay.
it's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty
It's very
cool.
cool. Yeah. And then we have all the scraps we dehydrate. We have apples and everything, the skins of apple we dehydrate it and we keep it for like the flavorings. You want to make a wet stock, we don't buy wet stock really from here. We make our own wet stock every day if we need that. So yes, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun in that area.
Wow. So it's forward thinking as well with that
Yes.
sustainability piece.
Yes,
Like,
we don't really throw
you don't
anything here.
waste.
Yes, so it's like zero waste labs, and we like really, really try to minimize our waste. So that's how we do it. Like if we have like a lot of scraps, we make vegetable stock. We keep it, we dehydrate it. We have fruits. We really don't want to waste. So you just dehydrate it and we keep.
I definitely want to transition to one of the things I found out about you is that you have recently gone on this really cool experience, if I'm not mistaken, to Peru, and that was through the like a work experience. So you're going to be able to tell the audience way better than I can what just happened. So tell me about this experience and what it's all about.
So it's like we call it FLCA in Durham, and then you get to travel to Italy, Peru, like all the different places, and then you can learn about their culture and their cuisine. So this time, like I just went recently, it's like February, March, and then so we had like a 1 week break, and then we went to Peru, and it was pretty fun. It's like a whole process. So it's like you have to submit an application, you have to be really interested, and you have to show that you have interest to go there, and you have to learn, because I know like so many people want to go there and then they want to learn. So it starts with the application, and then we fill out the application. Why am I interested? How am I gonna? Because there will be a language barrier wherever you go, and then how will you make it up to it, and how will you learn? And you go with a big group. So are you like communicative, or are you people pleaser, or you can communicate with your friends? So many things. So you do that, and you have the application, and then you wait hoping to get selected. And yes, I was lucky, I got selected. And then we have like a 7 day course in there. So we went to Peru, we went to a university as Usil, and you have the chefs, like the Peruvian chefs, who is going to teach you about their Peruvian cuisine. So yeah, I know you look shocked. Yeah,
That
so
sounds really cool.
yeah, so we went there, we met with the chefs there, and there were like 2 3 students also who were like helping us. And then it was like for 4 days we went there, we had hands-on experience, we learned about, we went to the market, even we went to Peruvian market. The chefs took us to Peruvian market and show us all the ingredients before we started cooking, because she was like, okay, when you start cooking, I want you to know where it is coming from, what are the ingredients are we going to cook with, because so many ingredients we don't know. So we went to the market and we saw a lot of variety of potatoes, and I'm like, okay, I knew that Peru is like famous for potatoes, but I didn't know this many colors and varieties. And then peppers, they have like, they're famous for their peppers. So we went there, we tried it, we have a whole lot walk through the market, and then we came back, and then we saw those ingredients in the kitchen. And then chef came and told us, okay, these are the Peruvian cuisines which we are going to learn for like 4 days. So we did that, and it was pretty fun because which is something different. The cuisine is like totally different from Canadian cuisine, and it's spicy, it's tangy. We have different types of corn. They have corn, rice, and beef and fish in everything. So we cooked with a lot of seafoods, and we learned a lot of dishes. And then you can really like note down everything, and when you come back you can show people that, okay, what you have learned. So that was 4 day, and then we had on the fifth day, I remember we had like a pisco tasting. So pisco is a Peruvian drink, and then we had like a whole class for an hour or two. Like we learned about the grapes. It's not like, okay, you come to a class, you sit and you drink pisco, or you just know about it and then you go. No, so we had like different types of piscos there, and we had different types of grapes. So the professor was very very fun. He told us, okay, this is the type of grape you get, this is this type of pisco. So he was really into it. So it made us to learn more about different types of cuisine and culture, because now I know, okay, when I went there, I was like, oh, okay, I can learn something. And now when I came back, I know I have taken a lot from that trip, because it's not just sitting in a classroom and you see things and it's done. It's not like 4 or 5 cuisine. You went there, you saw the market, you saw everyone, you saw local people, you talked to local people, and you have that experience. And then we talk to the students that how is your class going on, how you do it, how you cook food, is there something different what we do back in Canada. So we had really really like conversations, and we took a lot of things, and then we came back. And after coming back, we had like a lab, like a proper lab that show us what you learned in Peru, and then we got to cook like Peruvian cuisine and like in our lab. So it was pretty fun. It's not like, oh, you go there and it's done. No, you go there, you learn a lot, you take back a lot, and then you come here and you show people that, okay, this is what I learned. So it's experience, it was a fun experience, it was a lot of learning, it was a lot of learning, because even there was like a language barrier, but even the chefs or the students, you get to talk to everyone. They're like, oh, I can help you with this, I can help you with that. And going to a different country all over, and then learning from their ingredients and be present there, it's a whole experience.
It sounds like an amazing experience, and to
Amazing
be able to
experience.
have that with your classmates and have it facilitated, like, of course, it's amazing to travel and go explore the countryside by yourself, and but having, like, that facilitated learning to know, like, kind of have someone do the hard work in terms of like doing the itinerary so then you can really immerse yourself in that experience.
Yes.
No, now you're like, oh, I just, everything's been settled for me. I just need to know the great questions to ask.
Yes.
Like to really to build on this experience. So that sounds amazing.
That sounds amazing, yes, because it's like, okay, you know something, and then you go to a whole new country, and then you don't know their language, and they were really helpful. That, okay, and they're really fond of Durham. I saw that, and I'm like, oh, because Durham have been traveling to Peru quite a lot of times, and then they were like, oh, okay, you guys should come back and you guys should learn. So they were really helpful, and they were fond of Durham College. Even the students, that, okay, you guys really want to learn. So we had a like fun experience, because, and even with the professors over there, they were like coming to us and they were talking to us how we do like school in here, how is the facility, and then we get to see their all those like classes and their like establishment and everything. So that was a very like close, like very close relationship, because when we came back, we still like, we were like, oh, we made a lot of friends in there, and we have a lot of connections in there now. So,
And
yeah.
was it just, you mentioned there was an application. Was it grade based? Was it just, saying how much you love Peru? Like, how did, I guess, is it open to first year students? I guess I'm just trying to paint a picture there.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, it's like open for all. It's not grade based. Of course, grade matters. Like, you have to have certain GPA like to show that, because I know that there's a lot of people who are really interested, but then they don't have the grades. But I don't think when they choose, like, I don't know, because Kelly can tell that better, when they choose how they look into it. But grade is a matter, because there was a place like you have to write what's your grade in the last semester, and then they look into it. But you have to be really interested, you have to really show that you want to learn, you want to go out there and you want to learn, because that's what is important. It's not like a, of course it is a vacation, but it's not like a vacation. So it's like where you go and learn, and not like, oh, I can only have fun, I'll go out there, I'll have fun. So yeah, and it's open to all. It's like even the second semester students went with us. So it was like we are like 14 of us went, and then seven second semester student, and seven of us like the fourth semester students. So
Okay.
so it is a long process, but then I guess they don't only see the grade, they see how you have the application ready, and how you answer their questions, how, if you really want to learn. So yeah.
Okay, so it sounds it's open to everyone. Of course, there's an application based.
Yes.
I mean, but it seems like it was also perfect timing for you though in particular. Like I mean, on one hand you could say it's great because you're just entering in the school and in your learning, but then as well, now that you're in your last semester, you just had so
Yeah.
many more questions that you could ask that were maybe you might have not known that you could have asked that question like a
Yes.
year prior from your education.
Yes, and it's a pretty good experience, because almost I'm graduating, and then before that, now I have like another experience. It's like, even if I tell people that, oh, I traveled to a whole new country and I learned a cuisine over there, I stayed for 7 days and I learned and I came back, I feel that is very good. Like you can really add it to your like journey.
Well, let's talk a bit more about your journey moving forward because again, you've mentioned that you'll be graduating quite soon, which is a scary but an exciting experience. So tell me, like, what do you see as your future plans after you graduate?
Okay, so that's a very tough question to answer, but I'm really looking forward to work in an establishment, specifically hotel. I want to be a chef and I want to be a cook. Even I'm looking opportunities for baking, which is like, which is a
Wow.
very shift, like very change in me. I'm like, oh, baking, okay. So I'm looking forward to it. I know that, of course, I have like amazing faculties and amazing members out here who will help me in like anything I need. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward, like, and I really want to work. So, and as a chef, of course, like nothing here and there. My mind is over there that, okay, I want to work as a chef, I want to work as a cook. So I'm looking forward to fill out as many applications I can and get there, hopefully. Because of
I
course I'm graduating in like 2 weeks. I have this 2 weeks left in Durham, and I'll be gone. So it's sad.
It's sad. It's a scary experience, but I mean, it sounds as though that you've had so many, like you've built your resume up because now you have all these skills that are going to be there and you will be graduating soon. And I know a big part about colleges and universities is that they do help you in terms of, maybe helping with resume, helping with soft skills. Have you partaken in any of those types of extra um, resources, I guess you could say, or which resources are you aware are out there?
So yeah, Durham helps with like resume building, and then we have events here where people from different like companies come. Like it's not only culinary, we have like different people from Ontario who comes here, and then they have like they don't give really like job, but then we have like job events where you come and you can network with people. So I have been to like two of those till now, and then I had networked with people. I have got their cards and I have sent my resumes to them, and I have talked to them that what are you looking for and what I am looking for, is it in the same place, in the same page. Like I want to, if I want to cook, I can be anywhere. It can be a golf course, it can be a hotel, it can be anywhere, but what are you looking for, is it in the same page that I am looking forward to. So I had been there, and I have been in two of these events. They're really helpful. We could network with a lot of people, you get to talk to people in the front. And yeah, we like in my course, I had in the second semester, I had like a co-op. So it's for almost for 2 months. So I did it in a restaurant in Bowmanville. So that also adds a lot, because it is an experience. You go to a restaurant and then you work, and then you can get to see how a restaurant works, how a kitchen works, and it's up close. And it's not like, oh, I can just go for one day and I can learn. No, it's like a whole thing, and then you go and you learn, and you can see what is going on inside the kitchen, how does the kitchen works. Because I just go into a restaurant, I sit and I order and the food comes, but I really don't know what is going at the back of it, and then how people are doing it. So yeah, so Durham has offered a co-op, and then like we have like a portal called DC Hire, where you can look for jobs, and we have summer jobs. People really look into it, and if you need a support in your resume and your journey, they're always there. You book an appointment with them, okay, and this is my resume, can you just look into it, can you tell me where I can improve, what I can do, what I can add, or if this is appropriate. So they will help a lot in that.
That is amazing. It's wow, you've seemed like you've had so much like you've had the whole experience. You've had
Experience,
the
yes.
the lecture, getting that theory, learn all about the culinary world. You have the actual work. You did, learning in classes, you're at the labs, you're learning how to chop, you're learning how to bake, obviously. That's something that was new
New,
for
yeah.
you to enjoy. Then you had your co-op experience. You got to see what it's like to actually be in a restaurant, building what you've learned in
Yes.
school and how it's going to apply, and seeing kind of how the real world works. As much as we like to think, you get as much of the experience as you can in school, being able to have co-op really kind of lets you
Yes,
see different
it
people.
added up because I'm like, okay, I'm learning this, and I went to a restaurant, and I'm like, okay, I just order, and I know that my food will be here in 15 minutes. But what goes back into the kitchen, and how you get your food to the customer within 15 minutes, that's a real task, and you really get to see that. So yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And then as well, you got to learn where the food comes from with being at Durham with the farm and the honey, which is so cool. I mean, I don't know how many other places you get to have honey on campus. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And then as well, finally, rounding it out with that work experience. Sorry, the work integrated learning experience where you're going into Peru. So it really sounds like Durham has set you up. Your program has set you up for a really amazing long-standing career in the culinary industry, because you've touched on everything and it sounds like an amazing program.
Yes, it is. It is because it's like if you really want to learn and you are open in your mind that okay, I'm here to learn and I'm gonna grab all the opportunities, and that's what I do. I really want to grab all the opportunities here because I have worked in bistro, I have worked for their events. It's not like oh, okay, I don't have time. No, I can do it after my class. It's hectic, but you can do it if you want to learn. So you go there, you learn, you tell them okay, I'm gonna help you with something, and then they will be really happy and they will be like oh, please come on in and help us, so that way you can learn. It's like my experiences, my learnings that I'm going to take back after I graduate.
So tell me, with the if you were giving advice, because someone's watching this video, they're like, maybe I should go to Durham, maybe I shouldn't, I'm not sure. What advice, or like what would you tell them in order to encourage them that, hey, you got to check out this program and come here?
Of course, of course. If someone is thinking that oh, I should go to Durham, I might not, but I'll be like, please come, because one of the thing I can stress upon is the faculties. Like they are so awesome, and you really like. I don't know about other colleges, but I really doubt where there is like 50 students and you really know 50 of them. That's like a very difficult thing, that you know each of your students and you know them by their name and what they can do, what they can't do. And here it's like pretty small classroom. We have like 25 students, we have like 20 students, where you really see what other people are doing. You can talk to other students and you'll be like oh, you are doing this, so can you help me with it, and people will be just really helpful. And then of course the campus where you can get fresh vegetables. You just go to the farm, you pluck, and then you cook. So it's a pretty I'm like, you need everything you have in Durham. It's not like oh, I this is not a this is not something I'm looking for. But if someone is really into cooking and into culinary management and they read the course before they want to come, and then like this is really fun. Like you have whole lot of experiences. It's not like you just go to the class, you sit, you learn about theory, and you come back, or you go to the lab, you do one lab and you come back. No, it's like a pretty wholesome experiences in Durham. And then you have your amazing faculties, you have all the events, you have everything. You just go and grab those opportunities, and it's like a feathers, you are just adding feathers to yourself. So yeah.
I think that's the perfect place to leave it, because it sounds like you've had a wonderful experience, Irby. It sounds like this is the program to check out if you're interested
Yes,
in culinary
yes. If
management.
you're,
It
if
is
you're
the place
interested
to
in
go.
culinary, please check out the program and really, I'll be like, yeah, please come to Durham because it is an experience. Durham College in whole is experience. It's not like you just come and you go. You can't be like that. It's like a whole experience you have.
Well, thank you so much, Irby, for sitting down with me, telling me about your experience. I'm so excited for the next chapter of your career. I'm excited to see where you take things with everything that you've learned. And thanks for sitting down with me.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.